Welcome to our countdown of the top 10 weird foods around the world. You call yourselves foodies? You think you've got the stomach for anything? Well, get ready to be tested. We're about to dive into a buffet of the bizarre, a culinary car crash you won't be able to turn away from. Get ready to be amazed and maybe a little grossed out by these unusual culinary delights. From fermented fish that could knock out a donkey to cheese, crawling with more life than my last kitchen inspection, we're serving up dishes that would make even the most adventurous eater think twice. So strap yourselves in, get your bath bags ready, and let's tuck into the top 10 weirdest foods from around the globe. You think you can stomach this? Let's find out, you muppets. First up, we're heading over to the Philippines for a little dish called balut. Now imagine this, you think you're getting a nice boiled egg, right? Wrong. You crack open the shell and bam! You're staring at a partially developed duck fetus. Yeah, you heard me right. Feathers, beak, the lot. It's crunchy, it's chewy, and it's got more protein than your average scrambled eggs. Would I eat it? You're bloody right, I would. It's about pushing boundaries, you donkey. Next, we're off to Iceland, the land of ice and rotten shark. Hakal, my friends, is not for the faint of heart. This fermented shark has been buried underground for months, basically rotting, to achieve its, shall we say, unique flavor. Imagine the worst ammonia stench you've ever encountered. Now bottle that, ferment it, and try to swallow it. It's pungent, it's powerful, and it will clear your sinuses faster than you can say Viking vomit. Now let's talk cheese, shall we? Casu Marzu from the beautiful island of Sardinia takes age to a whole new level. This cheese isn't just ripe, it's bloody alive. We're talking live maggots wriggling around in your pecorino. Apparently, the little critters break down the cheese, making it soft and pungent. But be careful. Those maggots can jump. You might just end up with more protein than you bargained for. Would I eat it? I've tackled worse in my kitchens. Hold your noses, everyone, because we're heading to Sweden for a taste of surströmming. This fermented herring is notorious for its pungent aroma, which can only be described as a combination of rotten eggs and a sewer on a hot day. The cans actually bulge due to the fermentation process, and opening one is a risky business. But hey, if you're brave enough to try it, you're in for a salty, fishy, and unforgettable experience. Next stop, Mexico, where we're indulging in some escamoles. Now don't let the appearance fool you. These aren't your average picnic invaders. We're talking ant larvae, harvested from the roots of agave plants. They're considered a delicacy, often pan-fried with butter and spices. Apparently they have a nutty, buttery flavor. Would I try them? Mate, I've cooked with worse things crawling around my kitchens. Get your chopsticks ready because we're off to Korea for a taste of sanakji. This dish is not for the squeamish as it involves eating live octopus. Yep, you heard me right. Live! The octopus tentacles are chopped up and served immediately, still wriggling on the plate. The suckers are still active, so you need to chew carefully or risk getting them stuck in your throat. It's a culinary experience that will test your limits. Now, let's take a trip to China for a taste of the century egg. Don't worry, it hasn't actually been sitting around for a century, but it will feel like it when you smell it. Preserved in a mixture of clay, ash, and quicklime, this egg transforms into a jelly-like delicacy. The yolk turns a dark green and the white becomes a translucent brown. It's got a pungent aroma, but apparently the taste is quite complex. Next up, we're venturing into the Cambodian jungle for a taste of fried tarantulas. That's right, these hairy spiders are a popular street food, often seasoned with salt and chili powder. Apparently they taste a bit like crab. Would I try one? Listen, I've handled enough creepy crawlies in my day. A little spider isn't going to scare me. Back to Mexico for another culinary adventure. This time we're trying huitlacoche. Now, I know what you're thinking, corn smut. Sounds appetizing, right? But trust me on this one. This fungus that grows on corn is a delicacy. It's got an earthy, smoky flavor and a texture similar to mushrooms. You can find it in tacos, quesadillas, and even soups. Last but not least, we're finishing our culinary journey in Africa with a taste of stink bugs. These little critters might not look appetizing, but in many parts of Africa they're a valuable source of protein. They're often roasted or boiled, and apparently they have a slightly nutty flavor. Would I try them? Listen, after everything else we've seen today, a stink bug is a walk in the park. Thanks for joining us on this culinary adventure. We've traveled the globe from the Philippines to Iceland, sampling some of the weirdest and wildest foods out there. Which of these weird foods would you dare to try? Let us know in the comments below. And remember, it's all about expanding your palate, pushing those boundaries, and maybe, just maybe, conquering your fears. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content. And until next time, get out there and try something new. You might just surprise yourself.